Hi everyone, this is Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing today? Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. Happy July 4th. This is July 4th and I'm doing a little crafting before my family gets here. My boys and my oldest son's wife are coming over. So it's Scrappy Saturday though also. So I, don't want to put that off if I don't have to, right? So I have a couple things I'm working on, and I have my scrap box over here. I guess you can't see it. Let me show you. Yeah, still full. And I've added a couple things to it. Although I've done good using up my scraps during my projects, I still had to add a couple to the box. And then I also cut out, I was just, using some papers and book pages this week and cut out some things that I wanted to use from, just the regular, you have all your regular text book pages, and then you have a few with pictures and things, and other things that you just run across that maybe you want to throw away the basic part of it, except you have a piece you want to keep, like these right here. I kept this book had really neat kind of like almost linen feeling. I mean, I would swear this is resume paper. If I didn't know better, I would think somebody printed this on resume paper, but this is from a book. And so these are little maps right here. Maps. And here's a map here, I see. These were all from the same book. This picture. Here's a little chart that I thought was cute. I could use somewhere that was on a page. These little flowers I fussy cut from Reader's Digest pages. This lady was in one of the books I was using. And so here, just to give you an idea, these are all from books right here. And this was from a page, it was a paper that was the cover paper on a scrapbook paper pack. So, and this was I believe this is from an old one that I had from 2006 that I've talked about once in a while. I think I have a few papers left from that. This was the cover, and I was just about to throw it out. And I was like, look at this. First of all, this strip was on there, and it has this cool, vintage looking handwriting here. So I cut that out. Here's another piece, and it said had the word vintage on it. So I kept that. It had this cool strip on there, and it looks like a ribbon, but it's, it's from a paper. It's from that paper. So I cut it out. This was in there. This is an example of all the beautiful papers that were in that paper pack. I so wish I had more of it because I love every piece that was in there. But anyway, I cut this out as it can be a little trim, like we do with our little fabrics and our paper scraps. We make little snippets, and this looks like almost like a snippet or whatever type trim. So I cut that out. So I have that here for my use, maybe if I need them with my scraps today. And I have also cut out, this is a page of numbers that I printed out. I think it was a freebie on Studio 28E. I think this was from Sherry, if I remember right. I've been printing out so many. It's hard, but when I do print them out and I download them, I save them on a flash drive. And I have a folder for each group that I print things out for. Like I have one for Shabby Dabby Doodah. I have one for Studio 28E. And if I print out any other digital kits or even freebies, I put it under the group or whatever the person I got it from. So when I go back and use it, I know where it was from, right? So I do have this saved under the proper person on my flash drive if I need to go check it. But I already cut out with my 1-inch. These are perfect. I printed them out. These I printed out full size, and I coffee dyed it, so they look great, right? Even though they're going to be glued down. This little piece right here was white, so I wanted it to look vintagey, more vintagey. So any of the white now is coffee dyed. So really like how they turned out. And here's some that I just punched out perfect size. If you have a 1-inch circle punch, there you go. And they're numbers and letters, just in case you didn't see that. 1 through 31, like for a whole month, and A through Z. And this would be great for December daily if you don't, if you just want vintage looking numbers. And they look like, I think it's called, I'm not sure, maybe they look like typewriter keys or some kind of little buttons to me. you know, so when they're on there. So anyway, I punched some of those out in case I wanted to use those, but yeah, I might just use those for my December daily. I don't know. I have a few different number sheets that I've cut out now, so that I'm ready this year, because last year I kept going around hunting for numbers for my December daily. So the first thing I wanted to try, something I saw, I have to use my 1/2 inch circle punch and just a hole punch for this. And I've done this before, but I didn't do it in the way that she did it. And between now and when I post this video, if I can figure out where I saw it, I'll post the video where I saw it below. But I watched so many videos and I didn't save it, so now I don't remember where I saw it. But what she was doing, so usually if I want a little reinforcement, say made from pretty paper, I would just have, let's see, how did I do it? I think I punched the hole first. I did like this. I punched my little circle, and then I would try to find the center with my hole punch and punch the middle. So say I have this, so then I'm going to go, okay, where is my, you know, I might even glue it down first, so that might be easier if you're going to do it this way to find your center. But anyway, let's just see what happens here. So see how it's off? It's not in the center, so that really doesn't work that well. Maybe if you glue it down, like I said, it might work better. But what she did, which I thought it looked like it worked well for her, is she did the little center punch first. And if I can get these punched in the middle, that would be good. So I have plenty of room around the outside. And I am expecting my family, so if I all of a sudden say I have to go, you know what happened. But I have my sign on the door, so hopefully they won't burst in here. But if they do, they'll just have to say hi to you guys, right? Okay, so here's my circles that I punched with my hole punch. So let's see if we can make this work. So then, see, now you have your center hole, and you can see this. So you put it around. Can you see that? You can see where you're punching, and you can put it in the middle of your reinforcement to be. And there you go. Can you see that? Isn't that cool? So then when she gets it where she wants it, let me make sure I want there. Okay, then you punch, and if it comes off, you're good to go. Let me see if I can cut this or pull this off here. It didn't cut all the way around. Okay, so I just have to fix that. But see, then you have a little reinforcement, and you can just, I would just glue it, you know, I would just use glue to glue it down. Isn't that cute? So that's one thing I wanted to show you in case you hadn't seen her video where she did it, the lady I saw doing it. I thought that was just, you know, brilliant idea. So you have, what, you know, I just had another circle punch doing the same thing. Why is it doing that? Not cutting all the way around. Is it the paper? Is it the punch? I haven't used it that much, so I know how to sharpen these, though. I might just run it over go and punch some holes in some foil and make sure this is sharp enough. I mean, I have used it, but not, well, I guess I kind of have used it a lot because I make little circles with my scraps. So yeah, I would definitely go run this, punch some holes if you have paper punches and you don't feel like they're sharp enough, just punch some foil and that sharpens your, whatever punch you're using that you don't feel like is doing you right. So there you go. That's that idea. I'm not going to keep doing that because it's pretty simple, right? But I thought it was pretty genius. So anyway, then you have yourself a bunch of little pretty reinforcements. Once I cut that extra piece off, I will anyway. So aren't they cute? So that was a little strip, you know, off the top of a paper pad. So that's the general idea. I'm going to go through my scraps here and get any, like this one. This one probably is too thin. I'll try it out and make sure. Let me see. It's a little bit thinner one. Will it work on here? Ooh, it would probably just barely work on here too. So yeah, I'm going to go through and pull all my little strips out and make me a bunch of pretty reinforcements, and then you can use them on tags or whatever, you know, you want to use reinforcement on, even pages if you're doing a ring binder and you need some reinforcements. There you go. And some of these are cardstock, so you got some strong paper there. So that's one idea for this scrappy video this week. And the other thing I wanted to do is, I didn't really have any other plans, so one thing I like to do, and I don't think I have any in my stash right now. I think I've used them all because I have never really made a bunch of these, and I really should because I love them. But these are 3x5 Rolodex cards. See that? They're not the tiny ones. Tiny ones are what, like 2x4, something like that. These are 3x5, like almost the size of, well, and 3x5 index card. So what I like to do with these is fold them up and make them into like little pockets. So, and you can fold them up and you can glue it down on a corner of a page, and then you can have a pocket here and you can have a pocket behind, and they're strong. You know, these are stronger than paper, so they're nice, strong little pockets. But I also like to decorate them, so I thought, well, let me just see what I have in my scraps here, because I mean, you can do it like that, but why not decorate them, right? So let me see. I have some piano paper here, scraps. I'm calling these scraps because they're just these pieces that I have left from this week where I was using a piano roll paper in a journal. Here's another one. I wouldn't mind using all that up since I just put it in here and added to my scraps. This coffee dyed paper. I have this one here. This is some of the lace dyed coffee dyed paper. So let me see. I'm just going to pull out some vintage looking stuff. Here's some pretty, from my friend from Happy Mail, pretty little papers here. These would be good too. What else do I have in here? Here's a little, I don't know, I put this in from some little notebooks I bought, and it was the band that was wrapped around them. But it has the, I don't know, I don't think I'll use that. Here's some ledger paper, so that can be, I'm going for a vintage look here, kind of a neutral vintage look right now. So let me see. Oh, I have all these little receipts. These are just, remember I've been using these. These are receipts that I found in a box that I thought this paper is really cool. This receipt paper. It's kind of crinkly sounding too, so that's awesome. And then I coffee dyed them all because I was like, well, they're either going in the trash or I'm going to figure out a way to use them. So there you go. Let's get started here without delay. I can just pull out papers all day, right, and not do anything. So I want to use, I want to use some of this. And I kind of, maybe I can just tear it. I wonder, okay, let's just go. Let's just do it. Actually, I could use I've got my ruler here. Sorry if my head's getting in the camera. Sometimes I have to lean over, right, and get things, or see things. So let's just tear this right down and put this on the back here, in the back part, back here. And so again, another little tear. So, like I said, it's July 4th. My family's coming over. We're going to have a cookout. It's just my boys, my two boys, and let's see, let me get this right. And my daughter-in-law and my little munchkin, which is my future grandchild, which is not born yet. So I call him Munchkin, call him or her Munchkin, because they won't tell me if it's a boy or girl. So they're torturing me, like I said before. So I call my grandchild Munchkin until he or she is born, and I find out. No, they're going to have a reveal at the baby shower. They're going to do a reveal at the baby shower in September. So in September, I'll find out if it's a boy or a girl. But till then, I have an idea. I don't want to say it on video, though, because they'll be like, see, they've said things, especially my son. He has apparently trouble keeping his mouth shut about, so you know, the way he says things. And it's like, oh, you might have just said too much just then, because I think I know what it is. And then he kind of backtracks and tries to cover himself. You know what I mean? It's so funny. Let's see. Oh, this is pretty on this side. I think I want to use this side. Yes, yes, yes. Let's do that. But I've got some white here. Yeah, so that's happening today. And then the other thing I wanted to tell you about was I've been giving you my Walmart report. And the last few weeks, nothing's been happening. But now our state has, the governor has made it mandatory to wear masks. So I'm like, I haven't really worn a mask. I haven't had to because I haven't really gone anywhere except for Walmart. And Walmart wasn't requiring a mask up until the the order by the mandate by the governor. So I wasn't really wearing one. And then, so the mandate went out a couple weeks ago. And I haven't really been to Walmart since, it was a state requirement. But this week I did want to go to Dollar Tree and I did want to go to Walmart. That's the only two places I went to because now I really don't want to go anywhere because I don't really want to wear a mask. If I don't have to. I don't like it. I just don't like it. Who does, right? So I went to Dollar Tree and Walmart and I kind of had the same experience at both places. Like, I was good. Dollar Tree had a sign on the door, no entrance without a mask. Walmart had a huge banner. You couldn't miss it unless you were blind. State requirement, must wear a mask, blah, blah, blah. Big giant banner in front of each entrance that was open. And so I put my mask on. I was good again. Both places I was good. Put my mask on. And, I'm a rule follower, so put my mask on and I didn't understand. I didn't understand what was happening. A lot of people did have a mask on, but a lot of people didn't. And they're, I know it's not required if you can't, have reasons that you can't wear a mask. I know this, but well, there were people in there that, could wear a mask. So I don't understand why they didn't have a mask on. I just really don't get it. Like, they're just like, I don't know what they're just having an attitude or what. I really didn't understand it. I came home and I was like, why? I don't understand why. They told my husband, why do people go in there without a mask when you know very well they could wear a mask? There are 3 teenage girls. There was 2 families with a baby. And I'm not saying the baby had to have one on. I'm just saying the mom and dad, there was no reason the mom and dad couldn't have one on, and I don't understand. But that's my Walmart report for this week, except, so that's not like necessarily, that's just, observation. And then the good news is, the toilet paper roll or aisle was just about full. I couldn't really believe my eyes. Like, it was at least halfway full, like almost looked normal. I was like, oh my goodness, I can't even believe this. I think I better buy some because it's here. No, I didn't say that. But yeah, I really was very surprised at that. So that was good to see that was almost normal. I did get some fabric last week at Walmart. I've been saying, like, I wish they'd get some fabric in. And I had gone before the, statewide requirement and had to get something at Walmart and pick up something. So while I was there, I went over. I always just go over to the fabric department, see if by chance there's any kind of fabric there, just because I just want to see, and I kind of was looking for some flowered or like calico type fabric. I have plenty of fabric, but just for a specific project, I wanted some calico looking fabric. And so now I have this one decorated. I like that. I like it just like that. Or you can add something else, a word, a rubber stamp, a little Tim Holtz person, anything on here. Let's see, one of my numbers. See, that's why I had these out here, just in case I wanted. Here's one of my numbers. Wouldn't that look cute over somewhere around here? I think I'll put it up. Just go ahead and put it down here. So anyway, I was there on a Thursday night and they had fabric. Me and this other lady were standing there kind of like flabbergasted. they actually had fabric, and she started talking to me about the fabric and why she was buying fabric and stuff. And so yeah, we talked for a minute, and we both bought some fabric. So I got my flowered calico type looking fabric, which I was super happy about. So I can do my little projects now that I wanted to do. Just some sewing projects with fabric. So I can't wait to do that. But that was good to see. But like, that was what, Thursday of last week, I think it was. And then last weekend went by, and then now I went this weekend, and they even had a sewing machine that Thursday night there. And then this week, no, the sewing machine was gone, and all the fabric was pretty much gone. Okay, so this is my general idea. Just decorating these up like this. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue. You can sew on here too, and I might sew later on here. Just right now, I'm not going to sew right now, so just to show you how you can do it without sewing. You can just put a little glue right here and glue that down. And you can decorate these any way you want, but I just want to have some, I want to make some of these and have them in my stash because I love the little, you could put it inside of a book cover, and there's your library pocket ready to go. There's no rules for library pockets. It's what I've said before. There's no rules for library pockets. You can make them out of anything, any way, just a pocket, right? And you can make them with nothing back here, or a little kind of, the back part here. You can make it a little short back, or you can make it a higher or make it taller, or whatever you want. So I think that your imagination is the limit on library pockets. So anyway, that's all I'm going to do right now, because I'm thinking my family's going to drive up any moment, and I don't want to just be like, I gotta go. I just wanted to, since we finished this one, this is my idea for this week, and the little reinforcements. So I hope y'all make yourself some library pockets. You can do this. This is a 3x5 rolodex card, but you could do the same thing with index cards, coffee dyed or not, or colored, whatever you want. Wouldn't it be pretty to make some colored ones for a different kind of journal that has colors in it, or coffee dye some index cards, and then you have the vintage, fold up the bottom of the index card, any kind, lines, graph. They have the graph index cards, or plain, anything. So it's just fun little, and the 3x5 is a good size too. So I'm just saying, anything that's 3x5, make yourself some library pockets out of it. That would be fun. And I'm going to do the same thing. So thanks for watching today. I hope you enjoyed, and everybody have a great, great, great 4th. And I'll see you next time. Happy crafting.